All right.
Oh, hey, hello out there.
Welcome everybody back to the WO Radio Show on the W Entertainment Network. I'm Richard King, bad man of comedy. With my buddy, my compadre, right here,
Yeah, we're here.
the commander himself,
Got,
with us. Of course, we got Devil Doc, and we're going to bring him in here just a second.
yes.
I'll let you guys know this is live, so we're
Yeah,
back.
yeah,
so
we're live. It's not
comment your
pre-recorded.
asses off, okay?
Yeah.
You know, we appreciate you guys doing with the pre-recorded. The first time we ever did that, may do it again, may
Hey.
not, don't know. Did 2 shows in 1 week. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Hell of a layoff.
Oh, yeah, I thought it was great.
Like a mini vacation, you
Yeah.
know. But I hope all you all had a great 4th of July party.
Yes.
We have a picture of Dean Cerny wandering the country carrying a flag. We're going to show that as well. Our battle listener, Dean Cerny, love him to death. Guys, go on all our hit like and share and give us some love out there. Get these numbers up and let's have a good time. Today on store for you, we got a couple good topics of death penalty. We're going to talk about it, if its usefulness and stuff like that. By that time, he'll be ready to probably go. It's a half day for him today.
Yep. I got to go upstairs and do my duty upstairs on the board. There's El Presidente.
President. And we got another topic. Can businesses refuse service? All right, we got that going on. And yeah, we just got all kind of different things going on. Of course, missing persons, you know that on this day.
Yes.
And we got some what is it? So before we go any further though, I want to bring in our brother on here.
Yes.
Freshly citizen of the state of Florida.
Yes.
He even got an accidental trim on his beard. Not his fault.
Ooh, looking good there, Double Doc.
He'll tell you that story if he wants to. Guys, give a big welcome back to Double Doc.
I'm alive. I made it to Florida.
So
I have a pool in the background.
That's nice.
Ooh,
now you got to tell
nice.
us the accidental story of your beard trimming.
Yes.
So I figured I would be nice and try and trim it up just a little. And I'm doing the underneath part to try and shape it a little more, get some more oomph out of it. And all of a sudden, as I'm going like this and I start, my elbow gets bumped and it goes,
Oh.
and now I have a stripe and I'm just sitting here going, well,
Wow.
beep, 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 beep. This is going to be fun. So I figured I'll fix the rest up. So put that in the trash can. It looked like we could make at least 2 or 3 toupees out of that. So then I take a lower one to get the stragglers out. And I'm like, okay, well, since I trimmed up the beard, might as well shave the head. So
Don't quit while you're ahead, Doc.
yeah.
Yes.
And then I come out and my wife's like, what the hell did you do? Had an accident.
Well,
What type of accident?
I'll give you 3 guesses, honey, and the first 2 don't count.
It was a cat.
well, all I tell you, honey, is this:
Yes.
the fact that I love you, I trim this up. If I didn't love you, the cat would be bald. Okay,
Yes.
just saying. You know?
You look
Of
like
course,
Mr.
you know your theory is
Biddlesworth.
correct. You don't want you're tired of sleeping on the couch or in your car. I mean, so you probably did right by not shaving the cat. Although I think I would have shaved it.
No, because I know if I had have shaved the cat or put a stripe in the cat, I'd have been sleeping at another rest stop somewhere, and I don't want to sleep in rest stops ever again. That trip from Pennsylvania to Florida damn near killed me. No puns in there at all. Literally,
Yeah.
like I almost did. So I'm good, but it's a summer look.
Yep. There
The
you
beard
go.
will be back in a month.
There you go.
Yeah. Looks like
Damn, you grow beard off quick.
yeah, it looks like you're working on your Florida tan there a little bit there on your face.
Oh yeah, I've been in the pool every day since we got here.
There you go. There you go. Yeah. All right.
Well, y'all know what's next. I'm going to give you all
Now what's next?
the what is it?
The what is it? Oh, we must do the what is it. Oh, interesting.
I will say this:
I think I
it
got
is
that one.
not a pane of glass.
I think I've got that one pegged. I'll tell you later what I think it is. But I think I've got that one.
Not a pane of glass. All right. Let's get into the rant. It's
Okay.
simple. Learn simple math. That's it. That's all.
Okay. I
Learn
know
simple
that.
math. Just simple. You don't have to get it. Algebra, geometry, trigonometry. Simple math.
Just simple. Just do the addition, subtraction, division, and multiplication, and you got it made.
Yep, and we're going to cover that later on. And you'll see on your screen, gentlemen, we want to say, first of all, if you feel like donating some money to us, we appreciate it a lot here to help to keep things going on.
Oh, yes.
Our computer is getting ready to go to crap, so we're going to need a new one of those. If you can feel your way to donate, we'd appreciate just, hey, $5, $10 would be great. Help us out tremendous. If you want to donate at the top. Also, haven't been doing this lately, and I apologize. Operation Veterans Barbecue, OVB. Wanted to shout out to them. Another one to keep the StreamYard going for us. In fact, we'll be able to put on the show for you guys. So if you're ever in Kansas and you want to stop by Operation Veterans Barbecue, see Matt Brooks on there, great guy. Okay. And he's won contests. So he knows how to freaking barbecue. And he didn't see him up. He's a outstanding dude. Over here, these are people out there of multiple degrees that can't read a tape measure. Yes, they're woo.
Boy, howdy! I'm telling you what.
I ran a construction company for 25. I've been doing it for about 30 some years.
Yeah,
for 25 years, I had my own business. Okay, and you'd be surprised how many people I hire that don't know shit. They come in. I got a union background. First of all, if you're any good, the union would have kept you. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, you'd be working.
It's an act of God for a union to fire somebody. Okay, you'd have to be a complete, total idiot for them to fire you, and they spend all the money training you, right? I get you, and I tell you, cut 3/4 of an inch, basic measurement.
Yeah, 3/4.
And you give me between 5/8 and 7/8.
No. Remember, guys, cut on the right side of the line.
Yes.
If not, you're going to be an 1/8 inch short.
When I cut, I like to leave the line.
Leave the line. I want it to fit snug.
I don't want me and Devil Dog to be working somewhere and Devil Dog take the line and I leave the line. We're our measures are automatically going to be off, so we need to be on the same page.
Yep.
We cut 3/4 of an inch with a Stanley tape measure, right? and they had easy readers, first of all. That's a lot of your problem. Them things ain't easy to use and they're stupid anyway. So I grabbed the easy reader out of their pouch and I chuck you some bitches across the yard and tossed them my good here's a Stanley. Read that. Oh, that's 3/4 of an inch.
And all them little marks on that tape measure are all significant.
Tell them.
Like the little black diamond, the around the numbers, that's every 16 center. When you come off, you can come over to the black diamond, make your first mark. Then from then on, you're spaced out for your 16 center studs. Like
and there's different ways to read tape measure. As long as it's right. As long as it's right. Crow's foot, tick marks, whatever.
Yeah, there you go.
These are basic 101.
Basic, yeah. Tape measure 101. You got it.
People don't know how to fill a gas jug. We'll get to that later on. Woo!
I'll tell you another thing that drives me nuts. Speed square. Easiest thing in the world to use to cut rafter tails and the pitch on the roof, everything.
They come with a book.
They come with a book to tell you how to do it.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
I memorized the damn book and I was like, I take it when I measure, put my pencil right next to it, use it as a guide. Jesus Christ.
Oh, boy. Bring shop class back, people. Dear baby Jesus in a manger, bring it back.
And listen, bring back home economics.
Yeah.
There ain't nothing wrong with a man learn how to sew and cook.
No, my mama taught me.
My mom didn't teach me very few things, but one of them she did was you starve to death or you're going to cook something.
Here, this is how you fix a hole in your sock. This is how you put a button on your shirt.
Okay,
thank you very much.
I was in the Marine Corps.
You want to impress a woman, you're going to have to learn how to cook.
That's right.
One of the first things they gave me in the Marine Corps besides a manual was a sewing kit.
I
need this
I still got mine.
He goes, turned out I was a pretty good button sewer on her.
And we sewed our own patches on. We sewed our own stripes on.
Yep.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, okay. That was in my day. Now they probably take it and get it done somewhere. I don't know what.
I don't know.
Anymore.
Men are different.
Don't get me started.
Yes.
On Thursday.
That's another show. But men are different today than once we once was. Okay.
That's a good rant right there. Yeah. Well, we can get into a rant right there.
So simple math.
That's a rant of a show right there on that topic.
Yeah, that's a whole show. Yeah.
Yeah. Keep it in the KISS mode, everybody. Keep it simple, stupid.
Keep it simple, stupid. That's right. Okay, we're going to get in this topic here, guys. What do y'all think about the death penalty? Do you think it's a kind of a multi-part question? Do you think it's useful? Do we need it? What's your thoughts about it? Doc, brother, hit us.
I actually think it's necessary. I think it's useful when it's actually used. When you're not using it, it's utterly stupid. Don't convict somebody to death and then just let them sit there and die in jail.
Yeah.
If they did a crime and you convicted them to die, they have exactly not 85 years. In my opinion, they have 6 months.
Yep.
And if you haven't appealed anything, overturned your appeal, and found new evidence, bye-bye.
Yep.
That's all you wrote.
I think we're in agreement on part of your statement there. We're absolutely agreeing that it takes too damn long. Okay. It absolutely takes too long to get these people to go. Okay. You hear the comment, well, it costs too much money to kill them.
No.
How? Explain to me how it does.
Yeah.
A box, I mean, if some states have firing squad, box of shells ain't cheap.
No.
You're already paying them. They're already paying the guards, 7 of them that work that day anyway. Okay. Their pills, you don't pay for their pills. And so whatever, right? Lethal injection. There's ladies on ID channel killing her husband for long.
I mean,
what is that? Succinylcholine or whatever that is?
I can go down here to the local hardware store and buy me a length of rope for about $2.
I mean, come on. And shocking, dude. That's easy. That's the easiest one of all of them.
Yeah.
All right. Said his ass a bad tough, so one an iron. Done. He gets up. He's not guilty. Let him go.
Yeah.
He gets out of that. But I'm just saying. So knock off with the cost-effective bullshit. Okay. No. Do we really? You say you think it's effective. States like Texas must agree because they're putting in 2 or 3 express lanes. They're trying to expedite the problem.
Well, they've sped that up and cut down all the appeal processes down there. If there are at least 2 witnesses, count me, I may be wrong, it might be 3,
right.
But if there are, I'll just do 3 for the safety of trying to be right. But I do know that if they've got those witnesses and they are all in agreement and they have been interviewed separately where they can't be together to collaborate their story, okay, there are no appeals. You're going right straight to the front of the line.
Listen,
that's it, and I think they've got like 6 months in Texas. Somebody out there can Google that up. I think it's 6 months to file your appeals. And if you're denied, there you go, right to the front of the line.
Right. And it shouldn't be. Dean just made a comment. All death roads should be empty.
Empty.
There should be no waiting.
Yeah.
If they're waiting, that's your fault.
Overflowing.
Yeah. It should be empty.
Yeah.
Right. People here, there's so many states that have the opportunity, and I'm going to tell you a couple of them right now. States that have the death penalty are 24 states.
Yep.
Okay.
That must be the ones in red.
And, yes. No death penalty is 23. There's 23 states that don't have a death penalty.
Must be the yellows.
It must have Democratic governors.
Yeah.
And
I'll look at the states. That'll tell you.
3 states that have governor imposed moratorium.
What in the world?
So the governor decides.
Oh, the governor decides whether you get it or not.
Yeah.
I like that idea.
Yeah.
Death penalty states with a gubernatorial hold on executions. You have 5 of those states.
Oh, one of them must
California.
be California. Yep.
California number 1 out of the gate. You're a freaking psychic. I ain't even got this
Man,
up
I'll
public.
tell you what.
You already read my mind. Number 2, Pennsylvania.
Why am I not
3,
shocked?
Oregon, Arizona, and Dean State, Ohio. Okay.
Ohio.
And that's the death penalty states with a gubernatorial hold on executions. States without the death penalty: Alaska, Colorado, Connecticut, Delaware, Hawaii, Illinois, Iowa, Maine, Maryland, Massachusetts, Michigan, Minnesota, New Hampshire, New Jersey, New Mexico, New York, figures.
Yeah.
Where a lot of crime is. Yeah. North Dakota, Rhode Island, Vermont, Virginia, Washington, West Virginia, and Wisconsin. Christ, that's a hell of a list.
Yeah, that's a big list.
That's 23. Here's the ones that do. States with the death penalty: Alabama, Arizona. Didn't I just say
Arizona's
Arizona
on
down
there
here?
twice.
Didn't I just say Arizona down here?
Yeah, for
Somewhere?
governor. Yeah,
or the gubernatorial one. Yeah.
the
Oh,
gubernatorial one.
they still have it, but the governor gets to make a decision.
Right. Yeah.
Okay, so Alabama, Arizona, Arkansas, California, Florida. You moved into the death penalty state. Be careful down there. Georgia. You just came through one. Idaho, Indiana, Kansas, which that shocked me.
I
didn't
think
they did it.
Kansas is the only state in the union that still hangs you.
Oh,
Might check on that.
well, I'll have to look that up.
My
and see.
granddad, my granddad was sheriff back in the 50s. He got to go to Kansas and be a witness at a hanging.
Okay, one of you
Oh,
guys
wow.
out there, go ahead and put it in the comments if they still do that or not. Louisiana, Mississippi, Missouri, Montana, and Missouri's second place.
Yay.
They're leading behind Texas. If that's any consolation, doesn't matter. But Nebraska, Nevada, North Carolina, Ohio, at Dean State, Oklahoma, Oregon, Pennsylvania, South Carolina, South Dakota, Tennessee, Texas, Utah, and Wyoming.
Those 5 states where the governor makes the decision is also they're also listed up there with those that have the death penalty.
Yeah, because they do have it.
Because they do have it. It's just his call.
Yeah, it's just his call on that. So if you heard some of them names twice, they're not sort of lying to you. They're just the governor gets to make the call. So that's kind of those. What do you think about that, guys? You got 27 that do, 23 that don't, and there's no state that have any gray areas. You know, the governor gets to decide, but at least they have it. If the governor's decided, it means they have it, the potential to do it. So we got 23, 24, or 20, 27 and 23.
I think if they would expedite some of these executions, since a lot of them on death row have already exhausted all of their appeals anyway,
Mm-hmm.
if they would expedite these executions and get it accomplished, it's going to send a clear signal to the streets that, if we do this, we're done for. I can remember back even into the early 70s and the mid 70s, if they committed a capital crime in California, they knew they were going to the gas chamber.
Mhm.
And they would rather be shot by the police than go to the gas chamber.
Right.
Okay. It's a deterrent. I'm all for it. I'm not in for, if you've done a heinous crime, you've got all the witnesses, you've done through all the appeals, and they're still finding you guilty, and the evidence is overwhelming. Take them right on in. There you go. Don't waste around any more time, nothing else. Their victims didn't have any time to appeal their murder
They didn't.
or whatever they did. And there you go. So anyway, that's my thoughts on it.
There was a movie out there with Sandra Bullock and that long-haired, I can't remember his name. He's in The Lincoln Lawyer. Matthew McConaughey.
Matthew McConaughey, yeah.
Matthew McConaughey. And Samuel Jackson.
Samuel Jackson.
Oh, yes,
he was in it
yes,
too.
yes.
And he's on death row. And they had a conversation right there. And the biggest part of that movie, okay, the biggest part of that movie was that scene in the restaurant when they were talking about it. You know, and he was for it. And he said, not only for it, they don't use it enough.
Yeah.
Okay. And he explained about how, you know, people go through these things and go through trial and tribulations, you know, and then they kill the guy. That gives problems. She goes, well, have you ever been to one? He says, no. She goes, you ought to go to one. You ought to watch one, you know, soil himself, watch one spit and chuck and hack and all this. And my rebuttal to her was, I mean, she couldn't hear me, honestly. It was, well, what about what he did to them?
Yeah.
So what?
What?
Who gives a rat's ass? If you're to that point, no. Now,
Yep.
you know, they shouldn't come in and you're still got dignity until you die. So you don't beat him around or anything like that. But if he's sentenced to death, carry it out the way it's written and do it.
And just do it.
But we need to start enforcing laws in this country. We got too many people like these child molesters and everything like that. I've seen it all on TV. It's supposed to get 15 years, for example.
Right.
Okay. They get 6.
Sure.
Or they get a year and an ankle monitor. That ankle monitor don't keep him from doing nasty shit to kids.
It don't stop nothing.
No, it don't.
I'm going to take this back a little bit. I don't know if you guys remember or not. I'm going back to the 70s here on it. Hijackings were a big thing
Yeah.
back when. Hijacking airlines.
B.B. Cooper.
Okay. Yes. And when they finally made it mandatory, life in prison without parole,
Mhm.
funny how the hijackings all stopped. Because before that, they would just take them off, slap them on the back of the hand, turn them loose. They'd run down the street, hijack another plane.
Right.
But the minute they started making it mandatory life for hijacking an airliner, that all came to a halt. And I thought, yeah, there you go. So anyway, just a thought on that there. So it's a deterrent. The trouble is we don't need a law to get us to enforce the law that's already on the book. Just enforce the original law that's on there and be done with it.
But see, you see a lot of them states that don't have the death penalty,
Right.
have the most crimes.
Yep, they do.
Case in point, Illinois, with Chicago,
California,
and New York.
New York. Yeah.
All the time with Subway.
Yeah.
Here, what do we? I know this year we've had 4 or 5 of them Subways hitting national news.
Yes.
What the hell, a person in Missouri got to hear about the Subway going on if it wasn't bad.
If it wasn't bad. Yeah.
To answer your question a while ago, you said, what kind of execution does Kansas have, for example?
Yeah.
Kansas now has lethal injection.
Lethal injection. Okay.
It's the only permitted method of execution. Generally, a death sentence is already issued in Kansas. There is no death row. Okay, no death row in Kansas, as inmates are housed in El Dorado Correction Facility along with other inmates and administrative segregation.
I've been through El Dorado. There's a hill, the only hill in Kansas. It's through that highway in El Dorado.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
It looks out of place.
It sure is flat. I
Yep.
will tell you that. Okay, Kansas is flat. I know we do some traveling over there. Stuff. Well, thanks some guys for
Did you
tuning
see the
into us.
comment I put?
Dean Cerny was on there. Hang on just a second.
I put it in the
Regular-
private chat.
Okay, Doc gave us some information here, and we thank you all for tuning in, listening. We appreciate it, guys.
Yes.
Well, thanks for having us back. Death row costs per year. Now you're talking about this is just one guy, right? Okay.
This is one inmate per year on death row.
Death row costs per year $70,000, and I'm assuming this is a national of the 27, what all 27 states. Okay. All right. He said, Doc also goes on to put on here, regular inmates cost per year $37,500.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me break it down for you again. Okay. $70,000 to live on death row for whatever, or $37,500 their entire incarceration.
Yeah. I don't
Tell me it ain't a money grab.
It's economics.
Thank you for that, Doc.
It's economics. Yeah, thanks for
That
putting
makes
it out
sense.
there. My mother retired from the penitentiary out here. She was a Cook 3 supervisor out here at WMCC. Okay,
I work there.
and at that time when she was out there, and this has been 30 years ago, it was $67 a day in the state of Missouri to house an inmate. Now that was 30 years ago.
Well, I
It
think
was
actually a little lower than that.
$67 a day.
I think like 40 something. Anyway, go ahead.
And
Hey,
she-
Carl.
And so I don't know what it would cost today to house an inmate in the state of Missouri.
Somebody looked that up. I thought it was like $75, $85. I know if you go to jail, I mean, one of us here went to jail before. They charged me $35 just to be in jail
Just to be in jail.
a day. Unless you're found guilty, then they paid for it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Of course, that wasn't the truth either. I was found guilty, served time, and still had to pay the damn thing. Okay. Or whatever. Stop going to jail.
Yeah.
First of all, I don't know what that $35 does.
I don't know.
You can't have any soap, can't have a towel, you can't eat right.
Yeah.
I think they owe me a refund. But
Room service is lousy, probably.
According to the
Smell like feet
Department
miles.
of Joseph Eddy,
okay.
it costs exactly for the state of Missouri an inmate a day, and that's with medical, mental health, food, and whatnot. It is actually $44.68.
$44.
44.
Okay.
All right. Well,
There we go.
there you go. Now, what you don't understand is they've shut down several prisons in the state of Missouri, combined them, shut them down
Mhm.
to get that low. And now they're opening up that level 5. In Cameron, they got 2 prisons over there. They got a
Right.
3, 4 medium security.
Right.
Then they had that Supermax prison.
Yeah,
back
we
there,
had the
level 5.
minimum, medium, and then we had the super max, but they've shut it down. Now it's a training center.
Well, now they want to reopen it.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Put inmates back over there.
Well.
I worked at the other one over there. You see, I got stories for days about things I've seen in there. Okay, an inmate cutting his Johnson off with a tuna can because aliens was talking to him. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, really.
Cuckoo. Cuckoo. Hey, listen, I ain't making fun of the guy. But
No.
he was out there.
Yeah.
Okay. You'd have to be an awful hard conversation for me to cut mine off with the tuna can. Okay. Tuna can lid. No.
My mother-in-law, before she passed away,
How did
she
he get
was
a tuna can lid in
registered
the
nurse.
prison?
They sometimes they have cans. They have cans.
Smuggle it out of the kitchen.
They smuggle in the kitchen. Sometimes they have they have pop cans too.
Yeah.
They use real pop cans stuff.
Yeah.
Price of incarceration is $109 a day. That's Carl. Is that an Oregon you're talking about? I think so. Not
Yeah, I
the
think
national
that's an
average.
Oregon where he's at.
Yeah, it's an Oregon, and it's damn. You know, no, he smuggled it off. They smuggled these. They changed the milk. They used to have milk sacks, and when they were done with them, they squeeze them dry. They'd steal them, go fill them up full of all kind of ingredients, and make hooch. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Some of it
prison
was-
wine.
Some of it, some of it was bad, make you go blind. Some of it was delicious. Okay. Well, somebody on third shift was the automatic tester, and so I had a way to look. No, I ain't. No.
No.
Let me see that. Yeah, come here. I need to test this. But yeah, it was just a weird time and weird things go on there. But so death penalty. You never did get an answer directly. What do you think?
I think myself that we need to just those that get the death penalty, we need to take them right on down, do the job.
Mhm.
That's it.
Mhm.
No ifs, ands, or buts about it. Just go down, get it done, get it over with, because somebody else needs the bed.
I think
there's somebody's coming to fill it. It ain't going to stay empty long.
I think a minimum of 2 years, no longer than 5 years on death row.
No.
If you can't get everything done in 5 years, then the system.
If you can't bring up some new evidence
Right.
to me, if you can't bring up new evidence in something with
Mm.
all the DNA and testing we have today,
Yeah,
if you can't prove your innocence within 6 months, then it's just done.
right. That's what I was getting ready. My next part is still, do we really need witness statements anymore? With the advancement of forensic science, I mean, for Christ's sake, if I touch you, they can
Yeah.
now get my fingerprint off you or some DNA off you.
Right.
Okay. Do we need all that?
I think there's a need for witnesses because some people can be contaminated with somebody else's
in
DNA
case
that doesn't have anything to do with the crime that's been committed. So
Mhm.
yes, I think there has to be some witnesses there, some way of linking you to the crime scene. You can't just go on DNA evidence or
because
physical
it'd also be
evidence.
good in case there's a backup you need, like if, say, the scientist that was running the tests
Uh-huh.
fake something on his documentation.
True.
Exactly.
So now,
True.
now you have backup to say,
Mhm.
well, he
Well-
saw it.
That's true. That's true. Except I disagree. I think we don't need any witness statements because they don't use lie detector tests because it could be flawed.
Well,
A witness could come in there and lie. Let's say he
Yeah.
don't like somebody just because of the story he heard. He come in and make up all this shit. Okay.
well,
So witnesses can, and it's been proven scientifically that our memories, we see things. None
mhm,
of us remember the same thing. We know a car wreck happened,
right.
for example, but I might catch the doors got blown up on one side. You might caught, well, the fenders were all caved in from this one from being
Yeah.
T-boned, right? We have different ways of looking at it, but we could be flawed. Humans are flawed people.
Well,
We just are.
that's why
Not
when
intentionally, but
that's why at a crime scene you have all the uniformed officers on the beat. They're going around and they are collecting statements from everybody that saw everything,
Mhm.
and then those are put into their report that goes to the detectives that they compile with all their statements they got, and then they start putting the pieces of the puzzle together and using the statements that they know make sense and
Right.
jive with somebody else. So you have got to have that, or you're going to have a
It's-
lot of people locked up that didn't do anything.
see, that's
It's
what I
like
was gonna
that
say.
original.
You are now. You got
Yes.
a lot of people locked up now. Okay, by eyewitness account that actually didn't do it. It took
Yeah.
forensic science to get them out.
Yeah.
And said, well, that
And
person,
I think-
and
I
the
think
lady didn't
that's
lie, for
one-
example, but go ahead.
I
I'm sorry.
think
Go
that's
ahead.
one thing. If you've been proven you didn't do it, like you got falsely accused and
Yes.
you went to jail, No more of this. Oh, you're going to write out the. No, hell no.
No.
You were proven not guilty. You are out within the
Now.
hour.
Within the
Now.
hour.
Now.
Yeah, right now. We're not dragging this out to go
Signature,
to the
signature
system.
bond or whatever you got to
Whatever
do
you do,
until,
you're out.
until it's cleaned up. He needs to be out. There's
Yep.
so many cases where somebody's found not guilty that 2 to 5 more years before you let them
Yeah.
out.
Well, down there in Florida where you're at, Double Doc, you got that Sheriff Grady down there. I think.
Yeah,
his name
Grady
is.
Judge,
Right
yeah.
yeah, I
Yeah.
like him.
Yeah.
He's got 3 of his deputies going to be locked up and prosecuted and put into hokey pokey down there for falsifying
Yep.
evidence to
Yes.
get people convicted.
See,
I mean,
so that,
I like him.
I do too. And that happens.
Yeah.
I went through that experience. My family were outlaws. Cops used to lie on us,
Mhm.
and we didn't have a lot of DNA back in the day. So we had to do our own redneck DNA. We'd find him somewhere and have a conversation. but all jokes aside, so if cops don't like you or the prosecutor don't like you, then they lie on you. That happens a lot. So to me, and I agree with what you guys saying too. I understand it, but to me, witnesses shouldn't be allowed it no more with all the advancements of DNA now that we got. Shelly my wife had an interesting comment. See, first of all, see how it's spelled correctly, and it's a thought out question.
Mhm.
You can tell she wrote it. Okay, it wasn't me.
Mm-hmm.
She said, "We pay for this." Yes, the taxpayers pay for every damn thing
You
that
bet you
the
we do.
state does or the federal government do. Everything. Okay? You might not
Mm-hmm.
write them a check personally, but all that tax dollars that they
Comes
take
out of that general revenue.
comes out of general revenue. That's right. The ones that don't fix the roads, hey Missouri, but
See,
they're
it's
starting
like
to.
how you
But-
were talking about how
Yeah,
witnesses
that's
can
another
get screwed up. Remember that first sketch drawing of the Unabomber
Oh yeah.
with the shades and the hood? That was never the
Mhm.
Unabomber. That was the
No.
guy the lady remembered that sold her something at the it was the postage stop that she
Right.
stopped at, and she
Mhm.
saw a guy with those shades and
Right.
put the face of the guy that sold her. So they went off that sketch instead of
Right.
Right.
And we're going to do another show about that because is it just me or does the majority of them sketches don't even look like the person? I don't think they do. I want to tell my wife, they don't look nothing like. Well, I can see a little bit. I can't see any of it. Okay. Like one time they had a case about Alaska. A Native American did a crime. They drew a composite. He looked like a white guy. All natives have one factor. Boom. They all have the higher cheekbone. Even if they're mixed. I mean, even if they're mixed, they're not as prominent, but they're still, you can tell. Okay, this guy looked like some Irish dude. So not all sketches look like me.
Yeah.
However, it's good to have something to go off of, get an idea.
Yeah.
Okay. What if I don't remember his face, but I remember, hey, he's got a mohawk. Okay, I'm gonna start looking for mohawks. Then pretty soon,
Yeah.
so I understand it. I just don't think they look alike.
Well, you-
sometimes.
there's
They
a
used
difference
to-
between a description and a general description.
General description.
That's right.
We
That's right.
need. Okay, we've got a composite sketch here put together by maybe 1, 2, or 3 witnesses here, and they try and put them together to come up. And this is somebody that we're kind of looking for. Looks like this, kind of, sort of, somewhat. So you see anybody like this, snatch them up, bring them in for questioning. It doesn't take very long to clear somebody.
No.
So anyway,
If you stay biased,
you,
it doesn't take long to clear somebody.
Yep.
If you're a cop who wants to make a name, okay.
It'll take an act of God.
Yeah, they had one cop on there, an old guy on there. First of all, he said, "I'm gonna run you down." That,
Well,
that fat dude wasn't running nobody
good
down.
detectives can ask a suspect the same question in probably 4 or 5 different ways.
Mhm.
And if you're telling the truth, you'll give the same answer every time, even though you're being asked the same question differently.
Yeah. Now-
and so they can pick up on that.
That's right. Now, I will say this: whether you're guilty or not, get an attorney.
Oh yeah,
Have an attorney present
you have that
because
right.
a cop might not be. His intention might not be to screw you, but like he said, he might ask you the same question 3 or 4 ways, and you start giving different answers. They're going to grill you. So have your
Yeah.
lawyer in there, so your rights are well taken. Get a good lawyer, not some fun, not traffic court lawyer. Although
No.
if he's available, I guess all you can get, right? And do what the commander just said, okay? Because they're going to ask you,
Yeah, just tell the truth.
and if it's a felony offense, they're going to come at you.
Mhm.
So you better have an attorney there and come clean. So, I mean, there's lots of ways. Now, I know people are like, what about lie detector tests? There's
No,
people can beat them.
They throw that out.
Yeah, there's,
Oh yeah,
they've proven now that in this day and age, with all the medicine people are taking and the marijuana people smoking, all that, them things ain't reliable anyway because they don't know.
They were never admissible in a court of law anyway.
Right.
They were mainly used to help the police during their
That's right.
investigation.
As a tool.
Yeah,
a
baseline to go by. Now they had one test that they used to do, and I don't know if they still do it or not. They may. That is admissible in a court of law, and that's called a voice stress test,
Yes.
where they
Yeah.
ask you the question and the voice is recorded. If you're lying, that will show up every time. And if you're telling the truth, it goes truth 100%. And that is the only one that they will admit in a court of law as evidence.
But again, some states don't even use that.
They don't use that.
So
No.
anyway, guys, first of all, I want to say welcome back.
Yes.
Well, guys, y'all came back with us. Hope y'all enjoyed our pre-recorded show. We did that on Thursday and played it on Tuesday. We were out of pocket. Okay. So,
We
two-
were having fun.
July 4th, we showed up 10 o'clock. We put on a nice, awesome thing for the veterans and stuff like that. Gave out a beautiful hat pin. I did. We had a technical issues. We thought for sure, oh man.
Oh, no.
But at the very end, I came through and I thought it was a bad cord.
Yeah.
Turns out it wasn't.
Oh, what was it?
My grandson was messing with that thing 3 shows before and he turned some knobs. He
Uh-oh.
pushed a different button. And when I hit it, it's got a delay. So it didn't work right away. And then that's why he held it to come on.
Oh, okay.
So I was going to tickle the crap out of him when I seen his little ass. But, anyway, I mean, when we say we're behind 8 ball, guys, we were down to 1 minute.
Yeah.
1 minute.
And it was ticking.
Ticking. He was getting ready to grab a microphone and he was just going to have to yell, I guess.
Yeah,
But anyway, we come through. We got a pretty good time. Everybody had fun with that.
Yeah.
Had a great 4th of July. Safe. Got all my fingers. Okay.
Yes.
Spent some money. But guys, Kelly Fireworks, they were great.
Oh, they're awesome.
If you ever have an opportunity next year to go to Kelly's Fireworks, write it down, put it on your list. They gave me $250 worth of free fireworks with my purchase.
Yep.
Not because we advertised for them, but because we advertised for them and we spent enough money.
Well, they got what they call a friends and family thing
They
there
do.
too.
They do.
And
They love
discount.
veterans.
Oh boy.
And if you do Donald Trump voice,
Yep.
like me, one of the best around, they gave me free stuff for that. They did love it in there. So Kelly's Fireworks, well, I have them aboard next year.
Yep.
They're great people out there, so we thank them. We had a lot of things great that happened, and I hope the weather is getting, how did I say that? Hot. Yeah, we're just gonna go with hot.
It's
getting
swamp
hot.
ass season. It's swamp ass.
Yeah.
Swamp-
Yeah.
And
The humidity today was so high up here, you could cut it and serve it on a plate.
well, it's gonna get worse coming up.
Yeah,
because we got a storm coming in. We don't. Hey, listen. We need the rain. We do. Kansas needs it worse. Some of them poor fellows over there. But I just don't want it all at one time. Whatever.
Yeah.
My wife and I were talking the other day about when we were younger. We used to have 2 or 3 day rains. Nice, even soaking rain, no flooding. It's all,
Yeah,
We had 7 inches in an hour a couple of
Yeah.
weeks ago, and it just rolls off. I'll tell you how dry it was. Okay, we've got 8 acres with a pond on it up north of town here,
Mhm.
and I donate the hay to dream catchers for their horses. We
Mhm.
usually get between 12 and 14 big bales of hay off that acreage up there
Mhm.
on that field that they can have. It's so dry this year. Guess how many big bales I got off that 8 acres?
How many?
3.
3. I was gonna say my
3. That was it.
my neighbor. I trade my field, my pasture, for hunting rights on their property. So
Yeah.
at least they're hunting. Okay, and he cuts my field. Okay, he cut his field, cut mine. My little 2 acres that he cut produced 3 bales of nice thick stuff. His 22 acres didn't produce that much.
Yeah.
His bales look pretty sparse. And so now that's just different ways it rains and everything, but it was pretty cool. But it's getting bad out here. All right, guys. We had a pretty good conversation about that on the first topic. We'll get the second one later on. Now we're gonna go to our memes. Now some of these, well, we need to apologize. And it's funny. So here we go.
Hang on.
How many of y'all remember this guy? Remember this commercial? Kangaroo says Schwinn are the best bikes. Devil Doc said he had that very bike.
Yeah, with the gear shift on there. Yes.
I know when I was a boy, my neighbor had the gear shift on there, but I remember the banana seat, man. And
yeah.
easy doing wheelies on it. Just leave
And-
it.
Yes, that was very easy to do a wheelie bike.
Yes, it was.
That was cool.
And jump ramps and all that good
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah, you're safe.
Mhm. Yeah.
That was our that was our safety net right
Yeah.
there. Come on, we were my uncles took mine and put shocks on the son bitch. It was unstable as hell. Their theory didn't work. I mean, you couldn't ride that damn thing and turn because it was two. It was too shocks. Too much shocks. Right. All right. This one right here is we found Dean wandering a small village on the 4th of July.
You did. Oh, yeah.
I don't know what he was doing out there, but it looks like Dean was having a good time
He
getting
was
his Patriot on.
Moving on.
Getting his Patriot on. All right. This next one, is this a yes or a no?
Hell yeah.
Oh, go for it.
You know what? I think I'm in.
Yeah.
Well, now, is that called a rat rod truck? Is that what that would be?
Yeah,
a rat rod?
that's a rat
That's a
rod
rat
truck.
rod.
Yeah, that is.
Yeah.
Dude,
There we go.
I'd drive the hell out of that thing.
Oh, man. I'd be tearing up the pavement.
I don't know if I can afford gas to make too many trips, but I'm sure I'm in for one.
Yeah.
You know, money's tight these days. Double Dog knows he just moved. I don't know how the hell he's surviving. You probably got lunch meat. I bet you're tired of bologna already.
If I eat hamburger helper one more time, I'm going to shoot myself.
Oh, that's why I feel married to my ex-wife for 7 years. That's all that bitch knew how to. Excuse me. I'm sorry, women. That's all she knew how to cook back in the day. Anyway, all right. This was a universal sign. Every kid in the world knew what this sign meant.
Yep. Get
Back
your
in my
ass
day,
home.
Get your ass home. When that come on, and you heard all kind of people running too.
Oh,
Yep.
boy.
Two blocks away, they were stretching to get to the house.
We're about ready to run over each other with the bicycle. To get
And
there.
you were given one warning.
One
The
more- that
lights
was
came
it.
on. Then it was like the minute you heard your name, that was it.
That
Your
was
ass
it.
better be within footsteps of your door.
Of hitting
Or-
that knob and
Or
coming in.
your mother better be able to see you with her eyes, right?
Right.
Yes.
Didn't you say, wasn't that you that told me that there used to be a commercial come on right before 10
Yeah.
o'clock?
Right before the 10 o'clock TV show started, there was a commercial that would air nationwide.
Mhm.
Do you know where your
Where your
children
children-
are?
That's right.
Yep.
That was for you to get up and go put your eyeballs
Yep.
on them.
Yep.
And they come out there and said it helped deter kidnapping. Don't know if it did or didn't, but it was cool as hell. Okay. That was your parents' alarm clock. All right, here we go. Mini Van Halen. I'm sure before he died, he probably had a minivan.
Oh.
Okay. Yeah, I'm sorry about that. Rest in peace, brother. All right.
Uh-huh.
No helmet,
There
no
you go.
elbow pads, no shin guards.
Nope,
Just
no
a boy on his
nothing.
bike. That's how we got down, damn it.
Mm-hmm.
And he ain't high enough. Some of us kids, we jump up on that roof,
Yeah.
or we try, smack into it, bust our bikes, try to get on that sumbitch.
No, we'd have been dumb enough to put our bike on the tree
On the tree.
and try and ride it down.
Yeah, hey,
Mhm.
hey.
Or
Not too soon.
hold on to the tree with a rope while our feet are still on the bike and see if we can swing across something. And then,
My two sons one time, they were bored. I had this bicycle, it was made for jumping only, right? A little dirt bike. And they were running this thing, but I don't know how many tanks of gas these boys put in that thing, but they were running them out. All of a sudden, you didn't hear it. My wife looked at me, she goes, "Oh, you better go check on them boys. Because when these two boys are together,
Yeah.
shit happened, okay?
Yeah, yeah.
I go out there and they just fired up. They took a 14-foot long 2x12 or 2x14, excuse me, and they set it up on top of my old garage on my house or on my shop. My other son was back there. He was revving that damn thing. He was 15 seconds of launching that subbitch off the house, jumping the garage. Now the problem is, why are you so worried about jumping the garage? Well, it ain't the garage I'm worried about. It's that sudden stopping to the side of my house. That would have
Yeah.
got him.
That'd have been it.
Now he called me, okay, you killed Joy. You didn't want no fun. I just saved your life, little man. Shut your pie hole.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, the other son was out there he licking his thumb, and he was testing the wind for him. If I move the ramp a little bit to the right, you should float and carry yourself that way. No, no. Oh, that ramp is straight. You're going straight. Numb nuts. 6th grade math don't count. No. Hell. So yeah, we had to run out there.
Yeah, this takes more than simple math.
Yeah. No. And they were doing something. Everybody got killed.
Yeah.
Everybody got killed.
Oh.
That was it. We didn't have to worry about all that crybaby stuff we got now. Here we go. Beer smuggling level. She's at Burrito.
She must have been trying to smuggle that into Coachella or some shit.
The only thing is, if I was security, I'd see that. and I see it again 20 minutes later. Nobody takes 20 minutes to eat a burrito.
No,
Burritos are delicious. Okay, they're never that full to begin with. She
never.
bought that from a stand somewhere.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a man-made burrito. Okay, about 25 minutes, I'd be saying, "Hey, come here."
Take a look at
But you got about 25, lady. It still looks like that. You know you're lying. How many people can relate to this one?
Switch the word wine and put beer. We're in business.
Yeah.
Hey, moonshine.
Yeah, or whiskey.
We'll check some of these comments before I get to the other part. that
Okay,
Doc's
I gotta
gonna
go. I'm sorry, Double Doc. Good to see you again, my
You too.
man.
Oh, you're gonna miss
Okay.
my dummy of the week.
Oh,
okay.
well, I'll look it up later when I get home. Okay.
All right.
All right.
Brother,
Okay.
take care of yourself.
Take
up there.
care now.
All right, guys. Commander's leaving. He'll be back next week. So we'll get some of these comments real quick before we do the other part of the memes, because some of you are going to be on the floor and some of you might be offended and tune out. Okay, with some of the memes. Just a rat rod. Okay, a rat rod. Yeah. Carl, 47 Willies. Yes, sir. My mom used to whistle really loud. By God, my wife's dying over there. Yep, been there, done that. Uh-huh. Oh, here we go. Where's hand is in his E. So Justice Snodgrass, brother, good to see you, man. Good to see you. You got to come on sometime. Hang out. Well, again, I said security, and I saw that, I'd be like, let it through. That's genius. That's right. That lady, she does simple math. Okay. All right, Devil Dog. We warned him. Here we go.
Yep.
This next bunch of Devil Dog's fault. He asked me to bring these back, and I found some ones. Here we go.
Yep.
You see it. You can't unsee it. That's truth. Oh my God. Looks like one of what we were talking about, a lineup portrait. That looks like a lineup.
That's him to a T.
Oh my.
They even kind of talk alike.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. All right. I'm a huge Wolverine fan. I like Wolverine. And I like Jackie Chan. Okay. And I like them together.
Oh God.
You Jack Chan. You Jack Chan.
Oh man.
Oh, he'd have been a good Wolverine.
Oh.
All right. These next four
Oh wow.
are with the English comedian Mr. Bean. Okay. Here we go.
Jesus
Bean.
Christ.
Look at it. Look.
Yep. Oh
Okay.
man. Oh hell no.
Sorry. They drew first Bean, not me.
And I just watched Rambo the other day. Oh my God.
I'll never be able to watch him again. I'm sorry, Stallone. Come on the show and talk.
Oh God.
Oh man. All right. If Mr. Bean had a band,
Oh no. No. Oh dear God. And it's a boy band.
Beaning tough. New Beans on the block. Stop.
Please
Stop
don't go
it.
Bean.
Oh.
Oh,
All right.
we're going to hell. Yep.
If Bean was in the band, he'd be the guitar player.
Oh God.
I'm sorry, wrong one. Ben Solo, he's Bean Solo.
Oh God.
Harrison Ford's looking up the number right now to the station. Oh, I was just watching
Oh man.
Indiana Jones before I come in here.
Oh man.
Okay, all right, that's enough Bean here.
Oh.
World-renowned female actress Sandra Bullock and Adam Sandler. Sandler Bullock. That looks like her transgender brother.
Yes.
They looking like I'm sorry. I'm not making fun of them.
Yep.
Oh my. Oh my.
I can shop at both sides of the store.
right down the middle. Yes. Okay. Here we go. Here we
Oh
go.
Lord.
Now, for all you rock fans out there, Devil Dog just moved to Florida. He ain't giving you his address, okay? Oh my God. Oh, that's not Bean. That's not Bean.
Nope.
Not Bean.
That's the dude from Parks and Recreation.
Yeah. Oh, he wishes he was built like that. Yeah.
He probably does.
Okay. All right, we gotta get off then. Let's get back to some regular ones. Not Dire Straits restaurant. Money for muffins, but the chips are free. Right now, raise your hand right now. How many people start jamming in your head to the song? First of all, it makes no sense. The damn song doesn't make any sense. But it's probably arguably the most jamming ass tune ever. I listen to the damn thing a couple times a month. My wife so gets tired of it because I got, there's things I do over and over and over and over for my psyche. I listen to this song. Even my wife's over singing it. Like, well, it makes no damn sense, but it's funny. All right, let's go down here. We have a new member of the Idiot family.
Mm-hmm.
And this was the point of our rant. This video was a point of our rant today. Well, let's get to the comments real quick before we set that up. But yeah, we had a rant about simple math. And we're going to talk about that simple math here in just a second. And the reason why, there, Dean from Facebook side. Hey, brother. I want him to say, shut, butthead. Flick his arm out like a rock does with his eyebrow. Yeah. Chabina. Chabina. You guys have
Sandra Bullock look like AOC.
Ugh. Wow. You guys have more fun than things than we do, I'll tell you. 2 plus 2 is a Facebook jail sentence. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. The reason for our rant today, listen to this lady very closely and figure this out.
I think I just busted my little corner store gas station ripping people off for gas. I'm going to tell you how I did it. So this afternoon, I went to go mow the lawn and my lawnmower needed gas. So I have a little 1-gallon jerry jug that was completely empty and I ran down to the gas station to fill it up. When I was done pumping into my 1-gallon jerry jug, it showed that I had pumped 1.35 gallons of gas into a 1-gallon jerry jug and charged me for 1.35 gallons. So I took it inside and I said, can you explain to me how I can pump 1.35 gallons into this 1-gallon jug? And they had no answer. In fact, the manager said it was impossible. So, me being me, I had to prove my point. I put the gas in the jerry jug into my truck, went back out, and the same thing happened. Go to part 2.
No, there's no need for part 2. I don't know you're dumber than hell. Okay.
Doc,
you want to try to talk with this doctor? You know,
you don't go all the way to the top. You got to leave room for the heat and thing, or it's going to fucking explode. Am I the only one that's concerned why this woman is wearing a hooded sweatshirt in the middle of summer in Texas?
That's shady. That's shady. Why would she just need a gallon of gas?
And why would she need just a gallon of gas?
And nobody needs a gallon of gas for nothing. Can you even buy gallon? I guess you can still buy gallon jugs, but most people own a 2-gallon jug. Okay. There's a line on these freaking jugs, people. I don't even know why I got to explain this to our fans. Our fans are brilliant. But there's a line on the jug right at the gallon mark. It's not all the way top. It's like right here. You still could put a little more in there.
Yes.
The purpose of the line, pay attention. The purpose of the line is gas don't burn, it's the fumes. So fumes can have room to get in there and not blow that freaking plastic gas tank because they can. And I've seen it done. They get too hot. That's why. No one's ripping you off, meth head.
No.
Okay, stop. Jesus, you know what? She's going right up here into the family. And actually, she probably makes the rest of the idiot family look smart.
She's so far, yeah, she's
Wow.
except for the cricket lady.
I don't know. That's a good run. That's a good run. Yeah, cricket lady is something else. Yeah. All right. Here's another.
Seriously, who else gets pulled over by their husband? I'm trying to get to work.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Mike, what are you doing?
It's deputy. I pulled you over today
Deputy, it's deputy. Yes, oh,
for violation of California Vehicle Code 21655. You know what that one is.
you don't need to tell me, and I'm not in violation at all.
Ma'am, as I approached your vehicle, I did
Yeah.
not see anyone else in the vehicle. So, you have your license, registration, proof of insurance?
I am not in violation of any California vehicle code. You have got to be kidding me.
Ma'am,
I'm trying
ma'am,
to go to work.
We will argue about this later.
Oh,
Please hand me
oh,
the documentation I
yes,
requested.
yes, we will.
Yep.
I'm not in violation.
Ma'am, I stand corrected.
Now I ask.
I remember this. That was their marriage certificate.
Yeah. That's what the joke was.
She had to go change the.
Yeah, change the last name and everything. Yeah. Here's the deal. Is he staying corrected because that's his wife? Okay. He knows if he ever wants to see them, and see her naked again, he better, yeah. Or was he apologizing for law enforcement being wrong?
Both. He probably wanted to make sure she had the documentation to go change her last name.
He keeps fucking around. It's gonna be back to the way it was before he married her.
Yeah.
Oh my! I'm not high enough for this. Hey, thanks for coming over to YouTube side, brother. She was pumping gas. Oh, I don't think she was pumping the right. Maybe she needs to quit. Listen, I'm all for women having the same rights as men, but in her case, she needs to let somebody else pump the gas. I guess I don't know. I don't even know how to. Without selling male chauvinistic, I don't even know how to address that. She just, yeah. You know,
There's certain things that schooling teaches you.
Simple math, people. Common freaking sense.
Yes.
All right. I got one more. If I could play it for y'all, this is going to be people going back to their childhood for about 15 seconds. Did it come up? Since it came up.
Oh, hell no.
What the hell is going on here? Well, here we go.
All you needed now was Airwolf above following it, and it was all three shows that came on when I was a kid.
I'm glad y'all seen that. I had to look at my phone and watch it. This computer, I swear to everything holy, this thing is woohoo. Yeah, I mean, that's a good time you watching shows like that, man. And, you know, the lady in the cast needs to have the license to procreate. No,
Probably
license
works out
denied.
Busey's.
Probably a team towing a General Lee. Woohoo! That's awesome. Guess them Duke boys got themselves in a whole heap of trouble. them Dukes. Yeah, that's right. All right, that was our memes segment for today. Now we get into a segment, and I got to put his picture up before because first let's do this thing because this guy's something else. Of course, you guys know what time it is. It's time for Dummy of the Week. You big dummy. That's my new red fox sign there. That's a good looking one there. Yeah. You big dummy. You big dummy. It's brought to you by Devil Doc and his overwhelming ability to find some funny ass shit. Okay. And all right, Devil Dog. Without further ado, it is your turn. I have got to put your picture up there where you sent me because this guy, bang. That's all you need.
Already.
Get him, brother.
Okay. So this happened on or about April 11th, 2023. This Florida man, shocking. Wow, I'm in the state of Florida now, so I have a Florida man one, is arrested after wife is hit with flying chicken wings. Not chicken wing, chicken wings.
Plural. He said plural.
Wings, multiple.
Mm-hmm,
This happened in Sumter County, Florida, which is in Wildwood, Florida. So he was arrested after police say he threw chicken wings at his wife during an argument.
Let's get ready to rumble.
Police said they responded to a disturbance at the home on a Sunday night. Wow, shocking. There's an argument and chicken wings are being flung at each other.
I can never be that mad at my wife to waste chicken wings. I'm sorry.
When officers arrived, they said that the victim was holding a baby and had asked to be taken somewhere safe. So he was also probably impaling the baby with buffalo sauce as well. According to the suspect's arrest report, victims told the police the defendant and her were arguing over the defendant having a lover.
Welcome back. Your dreams were your ticket.
Ew! Ew!
Welcome back.
So officers at the scene saw chicken wing sauce on the victim's chin, neck, and shoulders. Victim said she was trying to get away from the defendant by running with her baby to the bedroom. According to the arrest affidavit, there was an audio recording of the incident.
Oh my God.
Yes.
Oh my God.
When the victim didn't open the door, the defendant heard yelling, "I'm about to beat your effing bleepity bleep and bludgeon you down to death with these chicken wings." Oh my God, this gets worse as I read it.
Oh my God.
During questioning, officers said that Robert Francis Abute, 39, the crazy white man standing in the chicken wings,
Okay.
admitted to getting mad and throwing wings, but didn't mean to harm the victim. He also said when he went in the bedroom to get his cell phone from the victim.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
he has been charged with assault and was booked into the Sumter County Detention Center. He needs to do time. He's got to do time for chicken wing abuse.
Let's unravel this a minute. I don't condone any way domestic violence,
None whatsoever.
but chicken wings? I don't know what they cost anymore, but I'm sure with the buffalo sauce and some dipping sauce, they that's probably $40 or $35 depending on where you're at.
Well, you've got to wonder: did he buy them, or did he make them at home,
or did he steal them? He's obviously a thug.
Yeah, I mean,
Oh.
and they got in an argument over having a lover, and he needed his cell phone.
Yeah.
I be smoking.
And apparently he can't throw that good because he was running to the bedroom, so there was nothing on her back.
Yeah, he's got to love it. This is the same song.
I stroke it to the woman that I love the best. I be stroking.
Oh my God. We're going to have a lot to answer for when we stand before the man.
Yes, we are. We're going to be
Well,
like,
not as much as some of these dumbasses. So that, guys, ends the chicken wing. And you know, I'm glad it's over because the chicken wings, nobody cared about them. They were victims here too.
yes, the chicken wings were victims.
So, guys, that ends our dummy of the week. Thank you, Kyle. Keep him coming.
I read that one and just went, yeah. And nobody was naked either.
No, nobody naked that time. That's Florida man there. Wings with an S. That's right, plural wings. Yeah, not one. Nobody throws one wing anyway. Nobody should throw any wing. He ought to get his ass whipped for throwing food like that. Yeah.
Don't let Cat Williams find out about it. That guy will die.
This is a blatant waste of food.
Yes. Blatant.
Goose says a blatant. He spelled blatant correctly. Blatant. How big a woman was this? She have just gotten mad while eating them. I don't know, but yeah, I'm sure he had a turtle means. I'm gonna need all them drugs to comprehend this. Well, I'm sure there's some drugs involved in that too. He had to call his lover to give him a ride or bail him out.
Bail him out. Hey, baby, can you come get me?
Chicken wing abuse. Yeah. 911 was emergency.
I could see it now. He's sitting there in the detention room. What are you in here for? I hit my wife with chicken wings. He probably get his ass beat just for saying the word chicken wings.
Yeah, people going, wait a minute. I'm more pissed off at you. I'm mad at you hit your wife, but with what?
Chicken wings? Why chicken wings?
Hey, come here. Come here. Let's have us a conversation. Yeah. My wife would pick up chicken wings, eat the son bitches. And you want to be that way? You don't get nothing. Fuck you.
Yeah.
No, baby, I was just kidding. I was just kidding. Yeah, I was just kidding. You are now. All right. This day in history. Okay. This day in history. Now, again, I always go to the History Channel site. Okay. Because, what better place to get your history from
than the History
Channel? They got history in their name. That's all I'm saying. Okay. 1804, Aaron Burr slays Alexander Hamilton in a duel. We need to bring these back.
Dueling seriously needs to come back. Yes.
In some form, because a lot of these guys, the so-called tough guys, think they're tough. And it's all two parts. One, the guy with the gun, and another guy with a gun. Things ain't so quick to go down like that. And two, you get that guy, I'll kick your ass. Okay, here's a 45 ACP. I got one here. You just need one round. Okay, I get one round. Wait, where are you going? Shut up. 1905, members of the Nagara, movement met for the first time. 1960, To Kill a Mockingbird was published. Okay, I never read that. Have you ever read that book?
Yeah, that's a great book.
I've never read that book. Of course, in all fairness, I've only read 2 books my entire life.
Have you seen the movie?
No.
Oh, gotta watch the movie.
I watch movies like John Wick. I don't watch them.
Gregory Peck's in it. It's an old school movie.
I see. 1756, first Quaker colonists land at Boston.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. 1995, U.S. established diplomatic relations with Vietnam. Took them long enough.
Mm-hmm.
1979, Skylab crashes to Earth. Okay. 1944, Hitler is paid a visit by his would-be assassin. Okay. 1914, Babe Ruth makes MLB debut. Damn, that's a long time ago.
With the Boston Red Sox.
And he was one of the greatest ball players ever. Period. 1767, John Quincy Adams is born. Not long later, he was president. Gas fire incinerates crowded campsite, killing hundreds. Where was that at? I don't remember that. 1978. Of course, I was a kid.
Probably in Pennsylvania.
Probably. 1945, Soviets agreed to hand over power in West Berlin. Okay. 1861, Union notches a victory at the Battle of Rich Mountain. 1782, British evacuate Savannah, Georgia. Evacuate, excuse me. I need my glasses. British evacuate Savannah, Georgia. And 1918, German command makes final plans for renewed offense in the Western Front. That was this day in history, ladies and gentlemen. And you'll go look up the History Channel, and you'll see a lot more of that type of stuff. Okay. Geez. Now, by the way, y'all missed the W Entertainment birthday on. By the way, y'all missed the W birthday on June 17th. Why are chickens' wings so funny? Because Quakers came to America to make oatmeal. Yes, they did. All right. We're going to give away some entries since we wasn't live last week. Nobody answered the question that I know of. So I got a couple trivia questions, and before Doc and I move on any further. One, what is a Newton meter? What is a Newton meter? That's worth 25 entries in the mystery box. For anybody that can tell me that. All right. Give everybody an opportunity to do that. We'll go over here. I'm going to show you the what is it again. So what is it? As y'all know, and I'll explain it again. You guessed this right. It's 100 entries into the mystery box. Okay, for anyone who can guess this correctly. The mystery box will be given away Veterans Day weekend in November. Okay. Hint, it is not glass. This is not glass. I've had people before think that. It's actually not glass. You'd be surprised what that is. Okay, I'll go up here to the comments. Let me see. Just Newton meter is a unit of torque. Very well. An international system of units. 1 Newton meter is equal to the torque resulting from a force of 1 Newton applied from to the end of the moment. That is correct. That is exactly right. All you had to do though is say measure of torque. Okay. That's what my buddy Goose. I love that guy. That is correct. So Justice Snodgrass gets entries into the mystery box that he was co-founder and creating years ago. I'm going to put that on here right now, Justin. Now he gets 25 for that one. All right. Good job. Yes, it's a measured torque. And again, if you guys put answers on the mystery box, I will only tell you if you're right. You can put wrong answers. I might show them, but I will only tell you if you get the right answer. Okay, so if you don't hear the right answer, That's not it. Okay, it says, come on, you son of a. Oh. No. Yeah, you're welcome, brother. Now, another trivia question. Oh, wait a minute. I got a comment up here. I want to check this out here. My wife is yelling at me. It's a unit, the torque. Yep. She's right. Sorry about that. I didn't see her in time. Question number 2. It's actually not really, it's kind of a question, but you got to kind of see how well you know me. Okay. You know, I have I got a pair of boots. I got different tennis shoes. I got different kind of footwear. What shoes do I have on my feet right now? And I will verify if I show you what shoes do I have on my feet right now. This is worth 100 entries into the mystery box with the one, and you get one guess. One right guess gets you 100 entries into the mystery box. If you can tell me what shoes I got on right now. All right, Justin Snodgrass. No, that is not it. Actually, I tore mine up, threw them away. I got a new pair coming, so I'm down a set of Crocs. Nope, they are not my Crocs, although I love them. Okay. Justin Snodgrass, I gave him his 25. Kyle says Skechers. No, it is not my Skechers. No, it's not. Damn, Justin Snodgrass. Okay, I'll give a few opportunities. Dean keeps coming in and out, so I'll give him a minute in case he comes back on and figure it out. Later, brother. Justin Snodgrass, thanks for tuning in, brother. The founder, the original founder of the WO radio show, found all the many years ago in June. Appreciate you, man, and you're getting started to pass it over to the rest of us now. And one of the original guys, and he was here for a long time. He's responsible for some of the things we do to this day. So thank you, brother, for coming in. All right. That being said, the answer to my question is my moccasins.
I was just getting ready to type that. I was just getting ready to type that. I was like, well, if it's not.
That's weird. But yeah, it's my moccasins. I haven't worn them in a while. I figured I would. They're quite comfortable, you know. But guys, man, look, we got a lot of people tuning in here and had a lot. Come on back and tune in. Pass it out. Give us some love. Give us a like. Give us a share. Hit all them buttons, man. Give us some competition. Okay. Today's Pimp's Pet is going to be a weird Pimp's Pet. I'm offering another 25 entries into the mystery box if you could tell me what the Pimp's Pet is. Okay? 3, 2, 1. That is, first of all, that's a cool ass bird. Okay. The colors on that bird are crazy. All right. So while everybody's doing that, let's go back over here. Not that way. All right. The next part, next topic that Devil Doc and I are going to discuss today stems from an issue. A lady who bakes a cake. She bakes cakes. She bakes all kinds of them. She's a religious lady. Okay. And she refused to put on the cake what the person was going to pay her to put on there. Okay. She was willing to bake the cake. All right. But she did not want to put on what they asked her to put on there. She says it's against her religion. Now, I'm not talking about the religion part. Take the religion part, plumb out of the scenario. She had to go, her case, she was sued. Her case went to Supreme Court. Okay. Went to the Supreme Court. And they made a ruling and said, no, she was not being discriminated. And yes, she had the right to do so. The problem I got with, don't we in this country have the right to refuse service to whomever we want.
Yeah.
We don't have to do these things. So why was she brought up on all these charges? That's a fraction of her rights. Don't you think? Where are you at with this?
I mean, if you have the sign up on the door, it says no shirt, no shoes, no service. I mean, and you absolutely have the right as a business owner to refuse the right to anybody you damn well choose. I mean, there are strict guidelines you have to follow when refusing rights to somebody's service. But if it's for a religious reason, but you're still saying, hey, I'm selling you a cake, I'm just not putting this on it, you have to do it.
Right. So she made it.
Yeah.
She said, I will make the cake. So she wasn't like she wasn't doing it. It just that she didn't want to put, correct me if I'm wrong, Devil Doc, I think it was two gay men, I believe, or maybe two gay men getting married. Okay. And they wanted to put two men joining a union on the top of the cake. She had no problem writing all the information on it and making this big, beautiful cake.
She just didn't want to.
No, and it's my impression, I was under the impression that she handed him the topping and said, you can put it on yourself. I'll sell you the topping. Okay. And she had to go to court with it still. She had to go to court. So I'm going to bring up here the law. And the law is very clear on what it says. It says federal law in the United States indeed says businesses have the right to refuse service to anyone. Here's the catch. They can refuse service unless the company is discriminating against a particular class under federal, state, or local laws. Okay, so that's what they're trying to say. She was discriminating, but she was not. The fact the Supreme Court said the fact that she was willing to bake the cake, to them, she wasn't being discriminative. Okay, you know, this wasn't like a Mexican guy come in to an Asian restaurant and they say, no, you Mexican, we won't do it. That's a violation of the damn law. Okay,
yeah,
and they can't do that. The fact that it went all the way to the Supreme Court
is crazy.
It's weird to me. It is to me. Okay, and let's go on down here to a more liberal site. These are always, does your business have the right to refuse service to customers? Business owners have the right to refuse service to customers for legit reasons. Now, see how they put in there for legit reasons? That kind of leaves an interpretation, of the law. You've probably seen a sign in the store of a restaurant that read, "We reserve the right to refuse service." I have seen that. I have. I still see it today. And the one you just hit on, no shoes, no shirt, no service. Okay. All right. I don't have a problem with that. Some upscale restaurants and nightclubs also reserve the right to refuse entry by enforcing dress code.
Yeah.
Again, if that's the rules they're playing by, and you're enforcing everybody the same way, I ain't got a problem with it. You're conducting it the same way. That's fine. Let me see. Dress codes such as no jeans or tennis shoes. I wear a lot of tennis shoes sometimes, buddy. I don't like that. But anyway, whatever. As long as the business can offer legitimate reasons for refusing service, and they're applied equally to everyone, there likely won't be a problem. Here, see, there was a problem. Here's where the law gets away. As a small business owner, you have the right to refuse service to a customer for certain reasons. For example, if people are being disruptive or intoxicated. Okay, fair enough. However, there are limits on when business can refuse to provide service. Let's look at when the law allows you to reject customers, and for when refusing to sell a customer could lead to a lawsuit. When refusing a customer is illegal. Now, here we go. I'm going to skip down on a bunch of this filler crap and get right here one. In the case in 2018, the Supreme Court narrowly ruled for the baker, but that decision did not prevent courts from ruling in favor of the legal protection of gay people in the future. In 2020, this is the case I was talking about, the Supreme Court did provide extended Title VII protections for LGBT community. Okay. Federal laws officers additionally rejected against discrimination through the Americans with Disabilities Act, which has nothing to do, Supreme Court said. The law prohibits discrimination against people with disabilities. Okay, wait a minute. So the law is admitting that LGBTQ people have disabilities. The law itself is wrong. Okay. So, I mean, hey, the law prohibits discrimination against people with disabilities when it comes to employment, transportation, and public accommodations. Places of public accommodation include stores, theaters, restaurants, hotels, daycare centers, gas stations, and doctor's offices. Bottom line, when a business owner denies service to a customer simply because they belong to a specific group or category, it may violate the law. Discrimination laws can vary widely at the city and state level, making it difficult for business owners to know where they stand. Okay. Before you refuse to sell a customer, even if it's due to their behavior, ask yourself, are your actions could be misconstrued a breach of discrimination law? Okay. And it goes on, says, look this up, guys. It goes on and tells you a bunch of different things. But bottom line is, the lady had a right to do it. Different liberal courts said no. She wouldn't try to hold her accountable. She kept going up. Finally, she got to the highest court in the land. Okay. Took the religious part out of it. Because as everybody knows, there is no law separating church and state. That was never a law. It's not a law anywhere. Okay. I think I might have it up here, for example. I might not. I might have to put it back in there. No, I know it's out there. I got a couple of things. But there's no separation of church and state. Okay. There's just not. There's no such law. You can't cry. They said she had every right because she was willing to bake the cakes. So she was willing to give service. What I don't like is they're calling these people, and I don't care either way, but they're calling these people handicapped. Or did the LGBT look at the law themselves? They're discriminating against you. You know, a lot of these guys might not be handicapped. Is Bruce Jenner handicapped? Man won gold medals. He didn't seem too handicapped to me. There's various forms of handicap. I understand that. I got some type of handicap mentally.
Me too.
Okay.
Yep.
But I'm not invalid. As my wife likes to remind me, you're not able to get up. Crazy bitch. I love her. Right. So why the Supreme Court? Why is these courts so bent on LGBTQ when people are not? There's nobody's. How do I want to put this? They're giving these guys laws, which is a form of discrimination that don't pertain to you and me. What I mean is, transgender movement right now. They want laws to say it's against the law to kill them. The problem is it's against the law to kill any damn body. So why do we got to give them a specific law? Okay. What about the average citizen? It's okay to kill the average citizen. If let's say you and me and a couple people put a dress on and play a charity softball game.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I did that before. Biggest woman you ever seen, ugliest I could do, but right. They come up and they kill us. We're not transgender. They can get away with doing that. You see where we're going with this?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. People, I've talked to several people now. I'm running for president, and I appreciate your vote. Vote for me is vote for America.
Exactly.
I've talked to several different people about this, and the majority of them keep telling me it's not the transgender part they got a problem with. It's the special laws and the delusion behind some of this transgender stuff that people have. So when she went to the Supreme Court, in your opinion, why do you think she had to go all the way to the Supreme Court when a law backed her up right there?
Because nobody was listening to her. And she figured the only way anything's actually going to be done, I need to get this out there to know that, I was actually doing the majority of it. I just didn't put certain things on it. This needs to be heard. And
right.
I think if she hadn't have gone to where she went, who knows? She might be on the news for getting beat up or something. or having her business burned down.
And see that tried to happen, and they picketed and riot and everything. And they talk about God making fun of religion. First of all, let's not make fun of God and all this and stuff like that. That's a waste of your time. God is not making you act like you act. And I'm not a biblical guy at all. Okay, so don't take anything I say serious and look it up. But I believe in some religions, the Bible says we have agency over ourselves.
Yes.
Okay, we can do what we want, but we're going to answer for it later.
Mhm.
Key term, later. Okay, so don't blame God if this guy's a dick. God probably thinks he's a dick too. Okay,
Yeah.
you're going to deal with him later. And I think that's what's going on. People use the church thing as a scapegoat a lot of times when it's not. Now, if the lady said, "No, I'm not baking you a cake, you gay mother, get out of here," then she's dead wrong.
Yeah.
Absolutely dead wrong. But she wasn't. And these states, just because, see, it makes me think, and I'll get your opinion too. It makes me think these certain groups of people want to do what they want to do. And if you disagree, they want to sue you or want to get you in trouble if you hold them accountable for what they want to do.
Yeah. They don't want to be held accountable for anything. They just want to do what they want to do.
That's sure what it
It seems like they're
seems
making
to
it
me.
up as they go.
Well, yeah, they are. Well, they are, and I tell you, we've talked ad nauseum on here about some of the delusions of the transgender people. Now, listen, there is veterans that are transgender and veterans that are gay. We're not making fun of them. Not do that way. We are sick and tired of the delusions with it. Okay, and we've talked several times about they want you to believe that men can have periods. Just because you say you're a girl, you're not a girl. You cannot have no period. All right. And I had one guy who didn't know. One guy said, "Well, what if they give a new uterus?" And so, you can't. They can't. They can't put a uterus in a man and have a function. It won't work. That's science. That's not. There's no doctor. A doctor would tell you that. It's just not going to work. Okay. They can do the other cuts and stuff, but the uterus is not going to happen. You're not giving birth to no kids. It ain't going to happen. Or men having babies. That is just
Or breastfeeding.
Now, there has been some men who produce breast milk. Yes, that is when their wives are having babies that produce them to have them. Okay, that has happened, but I don't know if that stuff's any good or not. And it's just all over everywhere, and it's really starting to get tiresome. People are tired of hearing about it. Okay, people are so sick of hearing about it. You got gay people want to leave
Mhm.
the LGBT community because of this. There's a gentleman on TV, and he look, the man was brave enough to go on TV and admit that he was gay and all this stuff. Okay, he said, "I'm going to leave that because I am a gay man. I'm a man. I'm a gay man. I like other men. Okay, if I dress up as a woman, then I mean a woman who loves a man. That's not gay. I am a man, and I want to be recognized as a gay man. That's what I want to be." And he also put a point. He also says, it's not God's fault. Stop blaming God. God made me a perfect male species. I'm the one that wanted to change what God did.
Mhm.
God didn't make a mistake. He said, "My mother didn't make a mistake. I am a male. It's my fault if I change. It's not God's. Stop blaming God." God, he said, I've heard so many people say that. And he went on to say how he's a member of a church. Okay. And they know he's gay. They said, but he said, it's no different than you got people going to church who smoke. People go to church who drink. Yeah. Act like God don't know what I'm doing. He said, God is omnipresent. He knows everything I do. And so, and I don't want to get into a big biblical deal, but that's a lot of information, Kyle. Lay it down for it, brother. I mean, you just moved to a state who put some laws in place to protect our children. Okay.
Mhm.
A lot of people need to follow that law. Okay. Try if you can to put it in your perspective, and try to, if you can, to understand what the other side's thinking.
I honestly have tried to wrap my head around the other side because I have a gay brother,
Okay.
but
Let me stop right there. I don't mean to interrupt you, but you got a gay brother. What has he ever said about this type of thing?
he's a big activist in the gay community. He's
Okay.
23, 24.
Mm-hmm.
And he doesn't like the way things are been going on, because he wants, his thing is, he has told me schools need to know and put in place for children that are different or are acting different, because he said in elementary school he was one way. He didn't
Mhm.
start feeling a different way until around junior high.
Okay.
And he's wanting more counselors and stuff in the junior highs, in high schools, so they can help out
Mhm.
and be there. But he's not for the agenda of pumping it down a 3 to 4 or 5-year-old's throat.
Yeah, and that seems to be what you just said there. Seems to be the norm of a lot of gay men and gay women. Let's not forget about their gay sisters. That same thing. Don't pump it down their throat. You know what? I'm all aboard with having counselors in school. It should have been activated eons ago, because gay people have been around since the Bible. Okay.
Yeah.
Sodom and Gomorrah was talked about.
Yep.
Okay, so that should have been a hard thing. People are a little different. There's counselors for people like me who had anger problems in school.
Mm-hmm.
I just didn't beat people up and wave at them. I can't do that. So I, talk to a counselor and then go on. So there is a need for that. Why there's no need for it now in this day and age is ignorant. Okay, it needs
Exactly. Yeah.
But I'm glad to see, though, he come out and he said what he said. Florida took a stand on this. So look, you're not teaching our 5, 6, 7-year-olds about sex relations. They don't even know none of that. They can't even read yet. They can't even write yet. You know what I'm saying? So I appreciate that, man. I really do. And, thank you for commenting about your brother. I know it's hard because I know your brother probably don't want to be, in the limelight. And I'm not going to ask for his name. I don't want to put, out there. But that's the divide that's going on right now.
Yeah.
Okay. They want to kick them plumb out of the LGBT. They want to kick that group out. I mean, listen, these guys have been on Dr. Phil. They've been on lots of things telling these delusions. So, kind of staying on topic here. Ever since I was a little boy, I was seeing a sign that says "no gun," okay, or seeing a sign that says "no shirt, no shoes, no service." Okay, obviously no pants, idiot. I mean, unless you wear shorts. That was always a classic, right?
Yeah.
Can't be naked going there.
Yeah.
And I know that holler behind the counter, hey, put their shoes on. Shit, we had to go out and put our sandals. We used to put our sandals outside the door and walk in because we like the cold air conditioning floor. And then we go back up, put them on, come in, no problem. And I never really had an issue. Nobody fight that issue. I've seen all kinds of things. We reserve the right to refuse service to anyone. Yes, you. I had a little clause to the yes, you.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think there's any business that I've stopped give business to because of those signs. Because I'm this. I'm like you. If it's fair for me and it's fair for you, if it's the same for me, same for you, then either go in there or don't.
It's your decision whether or not you're going to go in and do it or not.
But to hold these people accountable because we disagree. I mean, Christ, you and me and Commander disagreed on this show earlier.
Yeah.
And that's okay. I mean, like the death penalty I'm talking about, or not death penalty, excuse me. That was the witnesses. I don't think a witness statement ought to be accountable. You guys do. Man, we both had legitimate.
Yeah, we both did. Yeah.
It was both legitimate about it. They help and they could be hindered. But is it going to take a new president? I don't even think a new president because let's just hypothetically say Trump wins. Okay, that ain't going to cure anything because some people don't like Trump anyway. Not all.
Not all, but they'll riot. And if DeSantis is voted, they'll riot.
You're right. And now it's getting where Obama's president, everybody's going to riot.
And then if Kennedy Jr., Bobby Kennedy's kid is,
that guy. I don't know.
I would love to see him president just
Yeah,
I want to see him and Biden have a debate.
I would too. I don't think that he's. I don't know. It'd be interesting to see him president. It depends on what he can do with the economy. Okay, but I would. It sure would be entertaining as hell.
But that
President's debate.
family has been through so much, and I don't want anything to happen to him because he was there when his dad got popped, and he remembered.
That's right, that he is the boy of that.
Yeah,
I thought
he's
that boy died. I thought that
That-
boy died in a plane
that's-
crash.
no that was JFK Jr.
Mhm.
And the funny thing about
How many boys did he
JFK,
have?
well, Bobby had.
Oh, this is Bobby's kid.
This
sorry.
is Bobby's
Yeah.
kid.
Okay, yeah,
Yeah.
all right. Yeah. Now we're caught up. Duh. Now we're caught
And-
up. Okay.
The funny thing is that congressional Senate seat that Hillary Clinton had
Mhm.
was going to be for JFK Jr.
Wow. Guys, we're coming down to the last part of the show. We want to thank you all for joining, man. I ask you every week. Half day for Commander today. Man, we had a lot of information out there. I'm glad you all stuck around, put up our shenanigans. We're gonna hit it again next week. Right now, I think it's been confirmed, not next week, but the week after on the 25th. Our brother, our friend, our recurring member of the show, Vincent Morales, Veterans Community Project, and a guest of his is going to be on. Okay, I have to go through emails with him because me and email. Woo, or I had the wife take care of that. Anyway, he's gonna come on here, and he's gonna be him. Okay, we're gonna talk about things, new projects they got coming up. I don't know if it's true. I hadn't seen much information, but my understanding they're building tiny boathouses for veterans to live in.
Oh, that's cool.
Don't quote me on that. Like I said, I don't know. I just heard that's been thrown out there to do. I'm gonna ask Vincent if he's one of the guys that involved in that deal. That would be awesome because why not? Missouri's got
A lot of lakes, yeah.
We got two biggest rivers in the United States that run through it and beside it, so that'd be awesome. And there's tons of lakes. That's right, reserves. 23 miles from my house is Lake Viking, Missouri. The giant ass lake. People live there. I used to build houses out there, $1 million, $2 million homes out there.
You got the Ozarks.
And you got the Ozarks. So anyway, we're gonna have him on. I'm still working on getting on a minister. A lot of ministers think I'm rough and rugged, which okay. But I'd like to get him on here and have a biblical discussion, but not a ministry, not a sermon. Okay. So don't tune away. But there's a lot of myths about the Bible that can clear up. The problem with that is that'd be opinion of one guy.
Mhm.
Right? But still, a lot of myths, one of the big myths, and we'll talk a little bit about it real quick. One of the biggest myths is there ghosts. Okay. The Bible itself, and if you put stock in your faith and in the Bible, it says there is no ghost. When you die, you're dead. Jesus himself talked about that in the New Testament. When you die, you're dead. There is no ghost. Your spirit goes immediately back to God. Okay, your spirit goes immediately back to God. I don't know. Me being native, I got a kind of a different thing on it. I don't think there's really ghosts. I do believe in messengers. The Great Spirit sends messengers down to converse to you, and I know I got a guardian angel. I've seen my guardian angel in a wreck I was in 2006. I got to talk to my guardian angel. Okay, well, very sophisticated. How the hell he's my guardian angel? I have no idea because how sophisticated he is. So I have different beliefs on things, but we're going to have them on to talk about what they think, their opinion of ghosts and things. And that's interesting, and what the Bible says a woman's place is in the home. And my wife used to teach, believe it or not, my wife, who's married to me, used to teach Sunday school when she was younger. How she ended up in my rebel outlaw ass, I don't know. But anyway, she admits that she don't know everything, and she admits sometimes she's wrong on some of this stuff. And I understand the Bible's just a guide, but there's other religions also that preach certain things. So I'm trying to get a clergyman or somebody on here, to take care of that for us. I'm going to be making my return to Sports Church. I don't know how long I'm going to be on there. I might be one show. I don't know. I know I'm having a lot of issues about that. So we're going to talk and have a conversation about that. But my first show back, I am going to show up as a shaman. I will put on my Native American regalia, my medicine bag, and all that stuff. My feather. I'll be bringing my war club. I'm gonna have it on me. I'll bring it in here and show everybody. I will be painted up. So that's what's coming up when I do come. When I do, Christian, I hope everybody on Sports Church puts it back on their regalia. I know some of you guys got away from that, but put it back on that day, and we all look like, you know, I'll be a shaman there. I've seen some monks in there and some stuff like that. Catholic.
I'm a monk.
Okay, so yeah, so we'll do that. We got that coming up. But football season's coming back, ladies and gentlemen. And if you don't like football, that's okay. But it's going to come back. We're going to start doing a segment on here, talking about football. Devil Doc here, he's a bit of a college guru. Okay, I'm not too much impressed on college. That's why he's going to take care of that. I've been known in some circles to be an NFL guru. Okay. And I've got in writing, I have called the last bunch of Super Bowls. I've called the last,
that I know of.
Actually it's 10. I called the last 10 Super Bowls. The winner, you know, beginning of the season, I got 80% accurate. No, my wife said I got 90% accurate beginning of the season. But when the playoffs come, that's when I've really, really made my mark. And I called a couple years ago, I called the Rams over Bengals, and that's what happened. And so anyway, we got that coming up. Got a lot of things coming up for us. But let's get to our missing person segment. This segment is one of our best segments. People love this segment. It's our most somber segment.
Yep.
Okay, because sadly, they got to be missing for us to be on this segment. Okay, and that all sucks and everything. But oh wait a minute, let's go back over here. Wait a minute, I messed this up. Dadgummit. Keep talking real quick, Doc. I got to go over here and fix something here.
So he's pulling up what he's got to pull up for our one of our most interesting and most heartfelt segments we got. He was actually doing one time, and I actually found out that the person was actually found, which was quite shocking as he was reading it.
Yeah, that was excellent, and I'm glad that you do that. Oh, first of all, you don't spell missing. Oh man, I swear. Sometimes I think I've lost my ever loving. I put 4 S's in missing.
So that's from Mississippi.
Yeah. Wow. Okay, now somebody who looks like me is ready. Let's add this to the. All right, let's go back here. All right, guys. Today it's Ashley Summers. Wow, that's a simple name. Ashley Summers, Cleveland, Ohio. Dean, you might want to pay attention, brother. You might know this lady. Here's some pictures of her.
So she was probably a teenage. She must have been
Younger.
That's probably
age
imposed
enhanced.
picture. Yeah.
Yeah. Photo progressed to be age 29. And she has a tattoo. Gene in the heart. Okay. Gene in the heart. Now, it looks to me like maybe she might have got caught up in some type of sex trafficking or something.
Sex trafficking or drugs, yeah.
Yeah, it's too bad. It's too bad. Okay. Date of birth, June 16, 1993. Oh, I got not 2 sons of that age. Wow. Place of birth, Cleveland, Ohio. Hair brown, eyes blue, height 5'5", weight 130 pounds. Sex is a female, race is a female. Summers has a tattoo with the name Jean in black ink over a red heart on her upper right arm, similar to the one shown above. Okay. Ashley Summers was last seen near her family members' residence in Cleveland, Ohio on July 7th and July 8th, 2007. She was 14 years old at the time of her disappearance. Man. If you have any information, and there's not much on there, guys, to go by, don't give me what she wears. You see it just as well as I see it. Any information concerning this person, please contact your local FBI office or the nearest American embassy or consulate, field office in Cleveland. Or, as you all know, you can submit an anonymous tip online. Again, one more time, there she is. Any help, guys, to find her would be great. I don't know
That's sad.
I mean, it's sad. That's the way our people get treated. All right. We still got people tuned in. Thank you all for hanging with us. We're about to close it out, guys. So, that being said, we'll give a Devil Dog here a minute. He can close us out on one of his closings.
Well, like I always say, anybody reaches out and they're asking for help, just let them get it off their chest. Don't offer a solution till they're done. Because the more they get out, the better they're going to feel. Just let them talk. Don't interrupt them or anything. You got to help them get their head right. They picked you to listen, so you just listen. Never offer a solution till they're completely done. Then just be like, I'm going to come over. We're going to go outside, or we're going to go get something to drink. And it doesn't have to be alcohol. You can take them to go get like a milkshake or coffee or something. Other than that, All-Star game's on right now. If you like baseball, I won the home run derby yesterday betting from Sports Church. I picked Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
Oh, man. I didn't think he was going to win it.
So people owe me a bottle of alcohol that took place in the bet.
I should have made my pick. I was thinking that younger dude. Who took second?
Randy Arozarena from the Tampa Bay Rays.
Wow, I'd have really lost. I didn't have either one of them guys winning. Wow, okay. Excellent. Good job.
Other than that, next time I'm going to be on is the bar Saturday night at 9:05, and then Sports Church Sunday night at 7:05 till we change the time. The time will be being changed. And then you'll see me again on Tuesday with a better and even wackier dummy of the week.
I sent you one. I don't know if it's dummy of the week. You might read into it.
Oh, I'm looking into that one.
It's just some of the shit that goes on. People,
that was
stupidity. It has no bound.
Yeah,
stupidity has no bound. To quote the great philosopher Ron White, you can't fix stupid. There's not a pill. There's not a tablet you can give them. There's no cure for stupid. Ball bat can deter it a little bit, but you can't fix stupid.
Tiny bit.
And the way things are going now, the way things are, I totally get it. I totally get it. We covered quite a few topics today, and we make jokes on here, and that's fine. We like messing around. We don't hate anybody. Let's get that off the record right now. We don't hate a soul.
No.
But if you do something silly, we're going to laugh at you a little bit about it and move on. Okay. Like for example, what is it? I've had a lot of guests about this. It is not glass. So whoever keeps saying window pane needs to listen. It's not glass. Okay. It's not glass at all. I'm giving you, normally I don't give a hint. Okay. And Kyle, he won the Pimp's Pet, kind of a different Pimp's Pet today. That's a Lewis. That is a Lewis woodpecker.
It's a Lewis woodpecker. Yes.
That is the most coolest damn woodpecker I think I've seen in a long time. It's over in another country, by the way. It ain't here in America. But there's quite a few of them birds that I got on record. They're pretty cool. So that was the Pimp's Pet, kind of different way. It is a Lewis woodpecker, by the way. So there you go. That was in there, and that's 100. That's 100 entries in the mystery box. Goes to Kyle. Kyle, that's your first technical entry.
I think I might even know what
there you go.
The mystery is.
The what?
The what is it?
What is it? Well, write it in there if you think you know.
I sent it to you in a private comment.
Right. On here, there ain't a private comment yet.
In the private chat.
Let me look.
No?
No.
Okay.
Nope. Yeah, I seen it earlier. I didn't think that's what you're talking about. No, that's not it. Nope, that's it. So if you guys want to guess that, figure it out, look at it, fine. Again, if you guys want to donate, please donate to the cause. Hate to beg and borrow, but it helps make the transition. I do need to get me another computer eventually. I'm going to end up transitioning to my house. Well, I don't have no signal, so I don't even have a computer out there. But we're going to be doing that. We're going to get different internet set up and get out of this office. And that being said, guys, here we go. You are not worthless. You have value. We all have different values a different way. Okay. Myself, I took on an adventure. I'm currently right now struggling right now in the venture I'm on, but I'm getting there. I am now today sitting before you 264 pounds. I started at 297, almost 300 pounds. I was a biscuit shy of 300 pounds this year in February. I'm now 264 pounds. Now, I fluctuate at 265, 269. That's my albatross, but I broke it. I'm down. 264. It's nothing but keep going from here. I did a lot of work. I did some things to keep myself going. All right. I don't know if you can tell. I look a lot thinner. Okay. This shirt is real super baggy on me. That's fine. I might sign it and give it away as a gift somewhere to somebody. So things can be done. Things could be done in your life. There's nothing too hard. Nothing too hard. If you got the will, the knowledge, and the ambition to do it. Some things take money. There's not a lot of money. A lot of money at all. My poor brother over here, he just moved. You want to talk about money? This guy's broke. He just moved a bunch of different states down here. Guy's broke. But he's still on the show. He's still He's still got a positive attitude about life. That's why we love Devil Dog on here. Commander. Old man, he's up in his 60s and he still works construction. He's a plumber by trade. That's his natural thing. Okay. How broke do you got to be in your 60s still doing plumbing? Damn. But he's working. Okay. The economy is going to come around. Things surely will get better. They can't. I mean, it's like a pendulum. It might swing way up to bad. But one thing about pendulum, it will change. It'll change. It'll come up. Nothing's ever as bad as what it seems. Nothing's ever good as what it seems. There's always a medium somewhere. Find that medium in your life. Get a partner who loves you and cares about you like I do. I got a beautiful wife. She's awesome. Helped me build a deck this weekend. Okay. 2 old people out there building this deck. It's a big building. You've seen it.
Yeah, it was phenomenal.
I don't want to show it up because it has the address of the house, but you've seen it. I still got the building and got to know how to do this stuff. I don't do it no more, but I make jokes. Now, that being said, guys, we love you guys. My wife don't like me saying that. I apologize for saying that. I don't mean anything by it. It's not like a weirdo. We like having you guys join us. Okay. You're a big part of what we do. Thank you all very much. Tell your friends and family. Put the word out there. Vote for me as president of the United States. Vote for me as vote for America. I will not let you down. I'm taking veterans with me and like-minded civilians with us. We're going up with the crew. Okay, we're going to storm the White House and we're going to fix these problems. It's going to take your help to do as well. One man didn't create this problem, contrary to our belief. And one man, contrary to our belief, can't fix this problem. It takes multiple people. That being said, I'm Richie Redneck Pimp, Bad Man of Comedy. On behalf of the commander, on behalf of my brother Devil Doc over there, Navy and Marine guy working together. Ain't that awesome? Woo, yeah. Actually, he paid me, so what the hell? I can't talk too much about him. They paid my check. So anyway, that being said, until next Tuesday, Dona Dagahoy, Osta Usvi, Awado. Get out, Awado. Means swim. Do. Swim. It's hot. Do it. Till we meet again, I'll see you guys Tuesday. Take care of yourselves and each other. To quote the great Jerry Springer, which is the weirdest show. He tells you to fight and Jerry. Still funny and still popular. I'll tell you one real quick one I miss is the Maury Show. I'm saying you are not
the father.
I don't care what his topics were. I can give a shit less about his topics. I was just funny to me seeing these women go all, like moving Medea, which I'm a hoe, Maury. I'm a no good hoe. That shit was funny to me. All right. The women up there, no damn good well. One lady was like 25 deep in dads and no idea.
She'd been on the show like 18 different times. You are not the father.
If you're 18 times on the show on these daddies, your uterus is going to fall out, okay, when you walk. Get it together. All right, get it together. That being said, Dona Dagahoy, we're out.